Hello everyone, welcome to the video. As you guys already know by now, most probably that there is a new stimulus check that is being discussed in Congress. So this is an update video on the new stimulus check and the new stimulus payment. I have gone through the internet and have found some good information that I'd like to share with you guys. And what I'll also do is link the articles that we will be discussing so you can do some more research on your own if you want to delve deeper into the topic. So a couple of things I want to mention: that this is not a political channel. This is a channel about finance. So obviously we will be talking about Congress and Democrats and Republicans. Please keep in mind this is not a political channel. What we will discuss is not my opinion. It's just the news that's available there. All right, so with that being said, let's dive right into it and see what we know about the second stimulus check so far. So the first article we will discuss is from Forbes. So it says, new stimulus package expected today, $1,200 second stimulus check, unemployment benefits proposed. So if we delve deeper into it, here they talk about the second stimulus check. The stimulus package, which was supposed to be released today but was later postponed, includes second stimulus checks. How much is the second stimulus check? Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin confirmed that the amount of the second stimulus check in the proposal will be a one-time $1,200 stimulus check. The good news is that the Democrats want the second stimulus check also to be the same amount. The requirements to receive the second stimulus check will be the same as the first check under the CARES Act, which was the $2.2 trillion stimulus package in March. So it seems like both parties are in agreement in a lot of the basic requirements so far, and the amount seems to be around $1,200 initially. Who is eligible for the second stimulus check? The second stimulus check is the same as the first stimulus check under the CARES Act. Then the second check would be based on the following. One-time check of up to $1,200 for individuals, $2,400 for married or those who are filing jointly, and dependents are getting $500. Democrats have called for a $1,200 second stimulus check for dependents up to a maximum of 3 dependents in terms of income. So this is important. If you're an individual who made less than $75,000, then you should get the full $1,200. And if you're married filing jointly, $150,000 would give you the full $1,200. Now, obviously, just with the previous one, we have a phase out here. The first stimulus check phased out by $5 for every $100 of AGI above those income limits until $99,000 for individuals, and $198,000 for those married filing jointly. So if you've made over $99,000 or $198,000, then you will not be getting the stimulus check. Since the CARES Act, there have been countless proposals about the second stimulus check, including keeping the same $1,200 one-time stimulus check to a $2,000 per month second stimulus check. So these are basically some related links that you guys can follow on your own and kind of dive deeper into these topics and find out what was discussed or proposed on these $2,000 a month or other proposals that were presented to Congress. Now, this is interesting. A return to work bonus. So the Associated Press reports that Senate Republicans are leaning towards a proposal that would extend enhanced weekly unemployment benefits, but they would no longer be $600 a week. Mnuchin told CNBC that unemployment benefits would be based on approximately 70% of wage replacement. This could equate to about $200 to $300 per week for supplemental unemployment benefits rather than the $600 that people are receiving right now. And the reason is that many Republicans believe that the $600 a week unemployment benefit creates a disincentive for recipients to return to work. So that is something that is being discussed at the moment. As for the payroll tax cut, Mnuchin told CNBC that a payroll tax cut wouldn't be included in the initial stimulus bill. Previously, President Donald Trump said he would consider vetoing the stimulus package if it does not include a payroll tax cut, which he believes is a pro-growth strategy to stimulate the economy. And Mnuchin told CNBC that the president's preference is to make sure we send out direct payments quickly so that in August people get more money. And here to talk about some state and local aid, which I will not get into. Liability protection for businesses, I'll skip that one as well. Now, regarding student loan forgiveness, they say that not to expect student loan forgiveness in the new stimulus that is being discussed. So seems like that is kind of taking a back seat in this proposal. If you want, you can follow those links in this article, which I will also link in this video, so you guys can do your own research and kind of delve deeper if this is more of a subject of interest for you. So let's go over the final thoughts. Mitch McConnell has now proposed an announcement of the stimulus package proposed early next week. McConnell says he will introduce the stimulus package in multiple bills rather than a single legislative proposal. However, according to Washington Post, Democrats want one comprehensive stimulus package and not multiple bills. It appears that Senate Republicans and the White House have not yet reached consensus on the entire stimulus package, but have agreed in principle. The total amount of the new stimulus package could increase from the $1 trillion target as Democrats demand higher funding for the legislative priorities, such as extending unemployment benefits and increasing aids to states and localities. So I think there is one thing that could possibly cause some issues when the two parties get together is that the Republicans want to do it in phases. It seems like at least that's what we know for now, where the Democrats want everything in one package. I just hope both parties come to an agreement and we get to see the stimulus checks sooner rather than later, because we are dealing with a bit of a constrained timeline here. So if we look at the timeline, Congress has until August 7th to reach a deal on the new stimulus, when senators leave for summer recess until September. House members are on recess after July 31st, so given where we are today, that does not leave us with a lot of time. Now, House Democrats proposed a $3 trillion for the HEROES Act and is more than double McConnell's proposed legislation. Senate Republicans hold 53 seats in the U.S. Senate and will need Democrats to secure a bipartisan stimulus package. If Congress does not finalize legislation in July or August, then the new stimulus could be delayed until Labor Day. And this year, Labor Day is September the 7th, so quite some time from where we are today. However, if Congress finalizes the new stimulus before August 7th, it's possible that the second stimulus check could be sent as early as late August. So if they reach a decision, both parties reach a decision, then we could see this check sooner rather than later. All right, so that is it for this article. A lot of links at the bottom of this article as well. So moving on to the next one. In the second article, we see a lot of the same things as well, so I'm just going to skip over that just to prevent myself from repeating a lot of the information. Once again, I will link them in the description so you guys can check it out on your own time. But I do want to cover some of the details that they provide here. Second stimulus check details, while the exact language has to be worked out. If the second stimulus check is the same as the first, this is how it will be structured. It would give an advance of a refundable tax credit of $1,200 to qualifying Americans, plus an additional $500 for dependent children under 17 years old. So same income that was discussed in the last article, and this is lower than what was proposed by the HEROES Act, but since it matches the amounts of the CARES Act, anyone who received a check from the first stimulus check should receive the same one for the second stimulus check. And here's the consensus on the stimulus check. A direct payment to Americans is just one small part of a much larger package of assistance, and it's usually the least controversial. Both parties support direct payments, while White House supports direct payments, and it's just a matter of adjusting the numbers so the cost is acceptable. There are members of the Republican Party who are balking at the total cost of the bill, and Mitch McConnell is trying to keep it around $1 trillion. There are many other aspects of the package that are more likely to stall the negotiations, including the tax cut, liability shield for businesses and schools, unemployment benefits, etc. It will take some time before we can reach a consensus and get a bill passed. I hope for everyone that it is sooner rather than later. And here, how long does it take to issue the checks? It took the CARES Act approximately 13 business days to begin sending the stimulus check, since the IRS and the Treasury Department has all the information it needs and presumably has learned from its first delivery. They could be issued slightly faster, but if you want my opinion, I would say consider 13 business days if you're trying to gauge how much it would really take. So this is all based on a bill being passed by Congress and signed by the President before Congress recesses in early August. On CNBC's Squawk Box, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said that he doesn't expect the bill gets done by July, so we will see how quickly they can come to a consensus and pass this bill into law. And once again, there are many more articles that are here. If you want to check it out, feel free to do so. All right, guys, and the next article we will be talking about is from CNET. So let me just X out of these advertisements. Second stimulus check from the IRS, what's happening today? Speaking of building on what worked in the CARES Act, we want another round of direct payments to help families keep driving our national comeback. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said July 21st, helping to create more American jobs is an urgent moral priority. McConnell has previously indicated that the stimulus check could be the last as well. So if this bill gets passed, I don't think we will see a third one. So let's just hope that the second check that is coming everyone's way is a sufficient one. Here's the latest progress on the second stimulus check, including the current proposals for another direct payment for individuals and extended relief for renters and unemployed people. So once again, I will link this article in the description, so if you want to follow these URLs, feel free to do so. So guys, the third article that we would be looking at is also from Forbes. A lot of repeating information, so I will not go over them. But I do want to discuss the timeline right here. If the Senate leader doesn't unveil the details of the bill until next Monday, that leaves just 10 business days for legislators to come to an agreement. Considering what has been leaked out and how Democrats have responded, it appears extremely unlikely that a deal would get done before the Senate is set to recess on August 7th. So given the time that we have, that doesn't leave us with too much time. The recess could be pushed back, but that has yet to be decided. If a bill cannot be passed by the time Congress goes to recess, neither chamber is scheduled to return until after Labor Day. So, like I've mentioned a couple of times in this video, I just hope both parties get together and can reach a consensus, reach a decision sooner rather than later. Just a friendly reminder, this is not a political channel. This is a channel on finance, personal finance, investing and trading. Anything with a dollar sign in front, we talk about it in this channel. So whichever party you support. Please, let's keep it civil in the comment section. But if there are things that you guys want me to cover in terms of the second stimulus check, do leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to include those in my next stimulus check videos. Alright guys, so I'll go ahead and conclude this video here. I hope you guys found this video helpful or at least interesting. If you like contents like this, you might want to consider subscribing to the channel. And if you guys want to see more stimulus check videos, give this a like and also mention in the comments below. So if I get positive responses, I'll try to make these videos periodically to keep you guys updated. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.